So today we don't even have to make a countdown because we are already flying. My God, we are already flying. Yes, we are already flying. Oh, we are flying since yesterday in the deeper regions of space. So I hope you are making yourself comfortable and get your cup of coffee because you have to feel good during the stream. It's all about feeling good and having fun. Talk to each other. Meet new content creators. Visit their channels and explore the future in the galaxy. So it's time to open the hatch. Hello there and welcome. Nice to meet you in this stream. Space flight through vilgalaxy. Yes, I'm so excited to meet you in this stream. Let's open up a wormhole. Let's open up a virtual time-space only for us, for all the people that enter this stream. Yes. Yes. So it's warm in my spaceship, cozy. It's a small spaceship, but it flies with hyperspeed. And as there are no viewers already in the stream, I still have my time to get my space coffee. Has the same color like the spaceship. Cheers to all of you and to all the people that watch the replay. You know, at the beginning of the stream, we have to collect all the astronauts. But when we are crowded, we have a lot of fun going on. Believe me. This stream has its birthday yesterday because flying through space in a stream with this yellow spaceship was first yesterday. So let's see who will be in the first seat in our business class. The first viewer gets the first seat. It's always the same. And meanwhile, I can have my cup of coffee. That I have the power to survive the stream, because flying a spaceship is a lot of work. Because I'm flying the spaceship alone. And this doesn't fly by autopilot. I have to drive it manually. And making a cup of coffee, okay, this still works, but at the same time, making a stream, I can't lose control of the spaceship. Because there are a lot of dangers in the deep region of space. So let's watch. The data rate is good. The connection seems excellent. This is what we want. We don't want to lose the connection to you. first one who jumps into the stream gets the first place. Always. So let me greet all the new viewers. Not everybody wants to write in the chat. This is okay. Some people prefer to watch. They prefer to stay completely anonymous. But it's more fun to communicate in our virtual wormhole. And if you're watching the replay, then you might skip a little forward to find where we are crowded. Yesterday we even said, is it worth making a stream on Saturday to Sunday, Earth time? But I think it depends on the time. Therefore, I tried to make a stream today a little later, Earth time. Probably this helps some viewers to find the time to jump into the stream and say hello. At least I can get my coffee hot. So let me greet all the new guests. Hello there. And as long as nobody writes in the chat, I can continue my coffee. Hot. This is the good thing. Even in the spaceship, I have a coffee machine. What does mean coffee machine? I make it my own. There's not a machine. At least I have water and I have coffee. But this is essential. And I think there are already people coming in. Hydro hose. Hydro hose, is it right? Hello there and welcome on board. You got the first seat in business class. Hello humans and hello earthlings. Yes. So, I'm this form. You are a human. I will appear so you won't fear me. Oh, cool. This is good. Then if I don't have to fear you, then I can let you into the spaceship. Hello there. Welcome. You have the first seat. Did we ever had a chat together? I doesn't think so. Where do you come from? How did you find the stream? Very interesting. I'm always curious. And I hope you have a good cup of coffee or any drink you want. I want to chill in this stream. Probably hydro hose. Hydro hose. What does this mean? You can give me an explanation what hydro hose means. But first I want to know, where did you find the stream? And did we ever had a connection? I'm from the Midwest. Okay, I found you. I searched alien life. No, really? You searched for alien life and then you found the stream. This is interesting. This is very interesting because yesterday we had the first stream like this, flying through deeper space with our nice spaceship, and a stream once. But I looked in the analytics and I saw keywords that people were searching that found the stream exactly as you. Alien life. And interesting. probably this is a good keyword, and we always have a keyword. And if anybody watches for this, then we are connected. Yes. So this is no coincidence. This is the energy that flows through space. Yes, this stream comes from deeper space and it is imported in the internet through a relay from Germany. At least that you have an orientation where the stream enters the internet. We have a lot of relays, but the last relay that we enter the internet on planet Earth is in Germany. You had an alien contact. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, there are a lot of people that have an alien contact. And sometimes we don't talk about them because we fear that people laugh about us. But at least you are not alone. Where does this name come from? Hydro house. Very interesting. Hydro house. Hydro house. House. Meanwhile, I drink my cup of coffee as it is still hot. I made it up as a kid. Hydro hose. Okay, good. And then you stay with your name. Good. When I was a kid, I was also building saucers. Yes. And I photographed them in the sand. And I tried to convince people that I realized that I took a photo of a UFO. And now I'm flying on a spaceship like this through deep space. And it's comfortable. I like this. We have a super high speed. Thank you very much. Probably you subscribed. I heard a ding dong. Might be you, I don't know. Could be another person. Thank you so much. You will discover a lot of good things on this channel. We have so many interesting stuff. I always say, discover your future world as it has never been discussed before. Yes, a lot of good tips and tools to come to a broader awareness. And you won't regret this. Before this stream, I already produced another video that will be launched tomorrow. It's already produced, but I have to upload it after the stream and schedule it for tomorrow, for Sunday morning, that people can enjoy the Sunday with a broader perspective. So you want to share something about your alien contact? There are a lot of people having these stories. Even yesterday I saw another film on YouTube where people were analyzing photographs with some alien appearances, and it was very interesting. But there are a lot of stories. So with so many stories, people can't say, this is only nonsense. No. We know that Earth is a ball, but there are still people that say that Earth is flat. So there are always people for con and pro. This is normal. Okay, so now I'm fully concentrated on my audience, on my astronauts that are flying with me with a beautiful saucer. And we have a party on board. It's small, but it still serves to have a small party. Exactly. So who else wants to join the stream? You are welcome. The first seat is already given to a Hydro host, but the second seat, the second co-pilot, is still free. So as soon as you pop up in the stream, in the chat, you can get the second seat as a co-pilot. So when you searched for alien life, probably this was not the first time that you watched or searched for alien life. Did you find something interesting these days? And probably you will already search for more. But it's interesting that when you search for alien life, YouTube suggests this new stream. This concept was born yesterday. So this is the version number 2. And wonderful. YouTube makes a wonderful job. At least for me. That we found each other. And we never know what people are searching. And as these streams stay online, people will find the stream even later. So when the stream is ended, even tomorrow or after tomorrow, people can find the stream when they search for alien life, for example. So what is the time? I think it must be, when you say you're from the Midwest, it might be 7:20. Is it okay? Is it the right time? Here we have intergalactical time. Our time is 1:20 a.m. Because in space we also have to use a time generator. We have to know what time is. So let me greet all the new guests that are still watching. This is what we're doing. We are driving our space flight through vilgalaxy, the deep space. We are flying with our spaceship. If they live on the inside, are there really aliens, I wonder? This is a really good question. And I would say definitely yes, because we are not alone. There are not even millions of planets, there are millions of galaxies, and every galaxy has billions of planets. There are so many aliens. I think we just can be lucky that no one searched for us. Imagine in your forest, probably there's a forest near, and there is a small needle hidden in the soil. And as no one finds that, nobody would say, "Oh, there's..." But we just have to know it. And then when we know where to find it, we can get this. DN, hello there and welcome. You got the second seat as a co-pilot here in this stream. So let me introduce our mission. We are flying through the vilgalaxy. And this is our spaceship. And as you are the second guest entering the stream, you get the second seat as a co-pilot. Wow, this is good. Yes. So let's come into the spaceship. This is our small room here. This is like a tunnel, just a small tunnel, but it's enough to have a small space party. Yes. So where are you from? From which planet are you? I'm always curious. And I want to connect with you. And I also suggest, if you have a channel, go and look for the other channel that you can meet new friends, new visitors from the UK. So it is quite late. 1:20, 1:22. This stream comes from deep space and it is entering the internet on planet Earth through Germany. So our relay and your home is not quite far away. But at least Saturday evening, tomorrow we can sleep long, so we are free in the night. This is good. Then we have open end. So we have a party with open end. And what's going on here as we are flying through vilgalaxy? This is the virtual galaxy. Some people still have their lockdown and we work from our own spaceship, from our own space kitchen. And then we love to connect over any cable, over the internet, and have a virtual party with other people. You don't sleep much. Ah, you worked in Hamburg and Dresden. I was born in Hamburg, close to the North Sea. I was born in Hamburg. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. I still want to go back. But at the time, I'm in the deep space, flying with my saucer. And it's so far away. It's so far away. But once, when I have the chance and coming back to planet Earth, I think I will meet this city again. How did you like Hamburg or Dresden? I think you preferred Hamburg than Dresden because it's close to the sea. It's more interesting. And I think it's more beautiful. But maybe I'm emotionally involved. But let's say what you mean. And then my next question is, how did you find the stream? DN. I think we never had a contact before. But I might be wrong. Sometimes it's hard to remember all these names, especially when they are just names or words. DN. I worked in 17 countries. Wow, Cape Town was first. Cape Town was first. Dresden was nicer to look at. Yes, okay. Dresden was nicer to look at. Okay. Cape Town. I never was in Cape Town. This would be very interesting. This must be very interesting, this town. So when you worked in 17 countries, wow, you know the world. Now it's time to visit space. But I have a friend in Cape Town. once in a while we have a small chat. Could be more often. You was in the chat yesterday and your name was mentioned. Ah, probably you mean the name of Cindy. Could this be? You was in the chat yesterday and your name was mentioned. No, I had my stream yesterday. You was in the chat yesterday, yes. Kaspar is also back. Hello there and welcome. Kaspar, you get the 3rd seat as a co-pilot. Welcome. I always say, the later the evening, the better the guests. You are already in bed. Such a wonderful position. So you have your cell phone there, or your tablet, or your notebook. This is a good position. This is really good to relax. Saturday night, so early bed, probably when you had a busy day, then you deserve to have your rest. Seven years scholarship, 33 years National Trust and Heritage. Oh, yes. Yes, it was Cindy stream. Yes, okay. Table view in Cape Town. Your girlfriend is also watching me right now. Hello there and welcome. Let me greet you from the deep space. From the deep space, welcome in my... It is just a small spaceship, but it is really quick. It is so quick. It has 10 times warp speed or even more. But I don't say this because of the licensing. But the speed is really incredible. Yes, how are you? Yes, I'm fine. And you, how are you? So now I know what's the reason why you're already in bed. Yes, have a wonderful night. And tomorrow you can sleep along. So wonderful that you jumped into the stream right now. This is when we have our cell phone nearby. Then there was something new. Oh, so should I try this? Should I try this? Should I try this? Yes, this is what we're doing. We are flying through the deeper space, through vilgalaxy, through the virtual galaxy. This is even better because we can create it on our own and we are free. There are no rules. We define the rules. Isn't this beautiful? When you have your own galaxy, not even your kitchen, your house, your apartment, or even your town, when you have your own galaxy, this is good. DN has a very good question. Kaspar, question, you and your girlfriend in bed watching other men? I didn't want to say that clearly, but you made it for me. Yeah, this is good. So what's the temperature? Hope you had good sunshine. And spring is coming. The day gets longer. The night gets shorter. We already realized this. Yes, this is a free relationship. She can watch whoever she wants. We should be free. Free and look, I am so far, I'm light years away from planet Earth. There is no danger at all, believe me. Even if I want to come back, it takes me 100 years. At least I have the fun that we have a communication that goes directly. We have just a small delay of some seconds, but to come back to planet Earth, that would take 100 years. So, doesn't matter. It was ice cold in Erfurt. Wow, really? Okay. Yes, and the end said, that's the spirit. It's not the spirit, it's a mindset. But it's a good mindset. So can I ask, what does mean DN? What is the abbreviation for DN? I'm always curious. And the applause came from DN. Still flying with 10 times warp speed. DN means inner happiness? I don't get this. What do you mean with inner happiness? The spirit. The spirit is something like our soul. The ghost. And when we think something, this is more our thoughts, our mindset, our mental vibration. But many people confuse this. Where are you flying tonight? I am cruising vilgalaxy. The virtual galaxy, as I said before. There's a lot of stuff to see. And once in a while, when I have my thoughts, how is it on planet Earth? Then we make a connection over all these relays, over the satellites, relay stations, to build up an internet connection to planet Earth, that I feel nearly at home. This is interesting. When I watch the subscriber count, they come in and they go. And they come in and they go. I think this couldn't be normal people, because normal people said, okay, when I try the channel out, I stay there for a while. And I don't like it, okay, but subscribing and 10 minutes later unsubscribing, I think this doesn't make sense. What do you think? I really would like, I think these must be bots. Your spirit is the inner happiness. Your spirit is the inner happiness. Yes, this is a good explanation. Our source, the joy. This is a good explanation. Yes, and we have to feed it well. No, we don't have to feed it. It is feeding us. We just have to accept it. And we have to be aware of this, because it is always feeding us. We don't have to feed our soul feeds us. But we have to be aware, and we have to receive what it can give. My girlfriend asked what your favorite space color is. Oh, this is a very good question. I think it's like asking, what is your favorite music timbre? It depends. I like different styles of music, and I also like different colors. And I always think the color should match the situation and the surroundings. For example, we don't eat only chicken. We need a variety. And when we only see green, 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 then we will feel good when we see red or blue or yellow. So there's no favorite space color. I think the variety is good. We have to be flexible. Sometimes I like the green, sometimes the white, sometimes black, sometimes blue. Blue is wonderful. Red is wonderful. Yellow is wonderful. Yes, so I hope this serves as an answer. Lots of bots and trolls. Let them play as it's past their bedtime. Yes, might be. I also came more and more to the conclusion this must be bots, not probably trolls, but I think these are more bots. And Cindy told me the same thing. 5 people subscribe and 5 people unsubscribe. Always nearly the same number. A logical person would never do this. So I think this is automatic stuff. Bots, whoever. Well, a bot can even visit the chat, but why should a bot subscribe, unsubscribe? Doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Yeah, well, so what if your emotion is truly neutral? Yeah, so if the emotion is truly neutral, what would be the neutral space color? Also transparent. When the emotion is truly neutral, then the natural space color is transparent. Nothing. A .png. Transparent background. And the vacuum is nearly transparent. But we also have dark matter in the vacuum, but it's not visible. It is like the void. When we say void is nothing, this is not really true. The void has nearly everything. You just can't see it. And Casper confirmed true. It's all nuts. We're here to educate and share knowledge. Yes, we are here to educate and share knowledge. And sometimes we have to reorganize our knowledge. Aren't we all spacemans, spacewomans? I think we are. Yes, good decision. Have a wonderful sleep. Sleep long. Tomorrow is Sunday. And get a good amount of sleep. You also, thank you so much that you jumped into the stream. This was very pleasant. Then I know you are still alive and in good shape. Continue like this. Good sleep. And we continue to fly, to fly, to fly with light speed. Yes, but this was a good sentence. We are here to educate and share knowledge. It was good to be here. So this means you're also going, DN? Or did you mean this to Casper and his girlfriend? But probably, even in the UK, it's late. 1:30 a.m. But you already served spent a lot of time in this stream. Thank you so much for your attention, for bringing some good energy and the understanding. Really good. I really appreciate this. Oh, okay. To Casper and his missus. Okay. Yes. He often visits the stream. He's a good guest. Wide awake. As you said, you don't sleep much. How much sleep do you get normally at night? But you can train if you want more sleep. Sleep is very healthy. You can even train to get more and more sleep. Sleep is like a habit. And sometimes people don't find a good sleep when they are thinking a lot. But this is also a form of habit. We can correct this if we want. So 2 to 4 hours maximum. Oh, this is really not a lot. Was this always this amount? Or did this happen over time? Did this change? Let's see. 2 or 4 hours. This is not a lot. But if you want, you can increase this. Change the time when you go to bed. And when you go to bed, say to yourself, bed is just for sleeping. It was 21 contrast. I never slept as a child. Unbelievable. Really? I never slept as a child. How is this possible? With there's so many interesting stuffs that you couldn't leave alone. I have to do this, I have to do this. I have no time for sleep. I don't know. Really interesting. There are a lot of children, they sleep normal or even more than adults. Yes, but this can also change over time. And I think we shouldn't be that focused. When we are flexible, our sleep time can increase. Sometimes it reduces. Also has to do something with our health. But I think when the day is really confusing, it's hard to sleep at night. When we have a lot of harmony during the day, then it's easier to find a good sleep. Parents took me to the... They said, I'm hyperactive. Okay. Still the same. Okay. But when you overall are still healthy and there's no other problem, then I would say no problem. Only when we have certain needs and we think, might be there's not enough sleep that causes this. That could be an explanation, but when everything is in order, then why not? Some people sleep more, some people sleep less. But 2 to 4 hours, this means normally just 3 hours. This is not a lot. But it's hard to analyze this. I think you know much better than any other person. And as we all are unique, then, as I said, you know it better. Okay. Yes, as I said, as long as you feel good, whatever we do, we have to feel good. When we feel good, we can continue. When something is not the way how we feel good, then we can say, okay, let's change something. Try this out, try that out. But as long as you feel good and you can work with it, wonderful. So hydro hose is probably no more in his first seat, or is just listening. Let's see. What does the participants list say? No, I think hydro hose left the spaceship. He could be in the machine room or in the kitchen. But when the software says he left the ship, then we know, okay, he might use an EVA. Yes, you are still here. But I meant hydro hose, the guy that came into the stream before you. So you often visit Cindy's stream? Are you also a sky watcher? Probably, therefore, you watched me flying through space. Are you an astronomer using telescopes and this stuff? I'm always curious. She has a wonderful community. And it's such a pity what happened to her channel. It's unbelievable. Probably you know what I mean. Imagine you have a channel with 2 million subscribers and you live from this business. It's when you have so many subscribers, then it's a business. And this is a lot of work. Okay, wonderful. Over the years, yes. And it's such a pity what happened with the channel. And imagine you have nearly a business with 2 million subscribers and something like this happens. Oh, this is a disaster. Like if you have a big company with 100 employees and in the night there comes a meteor and destroys the whole family. Everything's gone. Oh. I think this should be more secure, more safe. It cannot be that something you really want a compass from. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Today she was making also a form of lottery and you could win a mug. But at the end, today it was just a small stream and suddenly she had to go away and then they ended the stream really quickly and they made the lottery. Someone won the mug. And for me, it was good because I still wanted to produce another video. But I was also, I couldn't leave the stream because when you're once involved, it's hard to get out. But then she ended the stream. This was good for me then because I still wanted to produce a video. This will be launched tomorrow. I tell you a secret. The title is Blessing Your Food? ? I saw the mug one, Dana also. Yes, oh, wonderful. So you saw it. So the title of the stream is Blessing Your Food? ? And then I made my reflections on this theme. Because some people might think blessing food might be old-fashioned, but I think it's the most modern approach that we can do today. Wonderful. You blessed your food. So when you do this, you will like the video. So I hope it will be launched tomorrow, I think. When you are UK time, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. UK time. I still have to make the upload, and I will schedule it for 1 p.m. and you will like it. These are 15, 16 minutes diving into all the details, what we and why we should bless our food. There are a lot of details inside, and I explained this in a way that even normal people that feel a little distant can get a little closer, because it just needs the right understanding why. And when we see the complete picture, then we know why. And this is a very interesting process. It's the most healthiest thing that we can do with our food. It's not about expensive food and cheap food and what country brings the best food. No, it's not about where the food comes from. It's the way how we treat the food. Yes, so this will be launched tomorrow. And when you have time, I suggest to watch it. You will like it. And wonderful that there are a lot of people. Some people are trained to bless the food by their parents, and then they make it when they get older automatically, but they don't have the clue why and what's involved. This goes in different directions. Even the food has body, mind, and soul. And I give all these examples, so I think you will like it. I'm 99% vegetarian now, due to health. I grow 90%. Yes. Today I ended my space fries diet. I lived 14 days just on fries, but homemade and blessed. And this is so completely different. I never would go to McDonald's and order some fries. Never. Because this is not what I want to eat. But when you make them with a sliced potato sticks, and then bless the potato, bless the oil, and then you get completely different, healthy fries. Good oil, good potatoes, nothing more needed. Like the Martian, you know, the astronaut, the Martian, that survived only on potatoes. But this was just a film, just a fiction. But I think potato is a really interesting food, really interesting vegetable. Lots of the plant, but must blend my food. Oh, understand. Okay. When we have good food, it doesn't matter whether it's slices or blended. But it must be good food. And the best food is the food that we set free by the blessing. I don't want to tell too much. But wonderful. I like this. Because we are what we eat. When I eat, anything what I eat becomes my body later. This is not that we just get the energy of it and then we throw it out again. There's so much more involved. And most people have no understanding, not even about eating. And it is so essential. We eat every day and people don't pay attention to what they are doing. They are breathing and not even knowing what they are doing. The intake of water, so many things that has to do with health. People have no clue. This is very interesting. In this case of self-care, most people are really ignorant. Sorry for saying this, but people don't love themselves. How they treat themselves is the best proof. When people don't love themselves, how can they love another person? Question mark. I love to grow melon, tomatoes, cucumber, fruits. Which many is this connection? Exactly. The gardener, the farmer, who has the seed and then treats the flower and then gets the result, the harvest. As you know, Cindy, probably you might know Ernie Hatmaker, the gardener, and there are lots of them. Let's see. I think there might be a connection. As you know, Cindy, for so long time, you must have had a connection. Let's see. So the world gets smaller and smaller. Let's see. If not, then I highly suggest look for Ernie Hatmaker, and I can post the channel. As a gardener, she shares a lot of good stuff. Here comes the channel. She's a good networker. Subscribe to her channel and say, I come from Matthias. She will love that. This would be a good surprise. And this is the best address for growing everything in the garden. Fruits, tomatoes, melon, cucumber. Yes, you watch garden. Yeah, and so exactly. So this is the best address for you. 69 acres. So, yeah, a lot of work to do, but nice work to do. And as a gardener, wonderful. Good. She will like it. Say, I come from Matthias. And then she will, how comes this connection together? Thank you very much. Now you will find a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And what did I want to say? Yes, a gardener or a farmer, they know that growth takes time. So many people are in a hurry. They want something and they want it now. And they want something and they want it now. But this is the wrong mindset. It takes patience. It takes evolution. You have to have endurance. Like a musician. I always say like a musician. When you want to learn a piece, it takes time. It takes a lot of repetition. And then you have to wait until the subconsciousness is ready to support you. And then it becomes easy. And only then you're able to play the piece. And this takes time. And so many people like buying. I give you the money and I get the car. In case of buying, it works like this. But normally, it doesn't work like this. When you want to develop a skill, then we have to train, we have to practice. Repetition and repetition and repetition and always continuing. Only then we come to our goal. And the gardeners and the farmers, they know a seed from planting to the tree with 3 or 5 meters, it takes a certain time. And when they know this, they are not in a hurry. They say, nature grows on its own. I don't have to pull the tree. The tree makes it on its own. Wonderful. We created another constructive connection. Beautiful. I like this. And when we have more people in the stream, there will be even more interactions between the participants. But at the moment, it's quite easy. Quite easy. I'm building a nature reserve garden, leukemia research. Wow, okay, interesting. So what will happen there? Nature reserve. What will happen there? What is the main purpose? And it's always interesting. Always we find nice people and the connection goes in any direction and we find these people. I never imagined that this could happen today. Only 2 weeks. He loved water, fields, flowers and trees. Good. It's wonderful when we have access to nature, or when we are even part of, when we live in a town, directly in a town, there's no garden. And when we live in an apartment in a town, then you just can get your food in the supermarket or in a marketplace. But when we have a garden or a lot of acres, it's beautiful. This is a good time to relax, to be involved with nature. And you realize, when you have winter, you realize that it's winter. When spring comes, you see all the flowers coming up. If a person lives in the city, there's nearly no difference between spring and autumn. When he doesn't leave the city, okay, the days get longer and shorter, and this is the only way. Here we go, this is sadly not finished. But this will come over time. At least you have the option. Let me check some cables in the spaceship. Okay. Okay, the cable is exactly. If you worked and lived in cities, they are really hectic. There's no difference between autumn and spring. Okay. In winter, we know it's cold. But imagine these really big cities. Tokyo, China. Just a small tree that you can see. Oh, it must be summer. I'm letting his family run this project. Yeah, why not? You can give some hints once in a while. Then you are also not a slave. It's good to delegate. India is amazing to work. I have some clients in India, but I never was there. Why do you think India is amazing to work? But I realize, as I only have contact to the people, they are so nice people. They respect each other and they have a lot of good treatment. And they have a respect to teachers. They say guru. Yes. They have really good understanding among people. Yes, respect and stunning surroundings. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This color festival, what's the name of this? What is the name of this color festival? Everybody throws the colors over the other. What's the name? Hello there and welcome. I am Kai. You got the second seat as a co-pilot here. Nice to meet you. What did you miss? So you missed what? You missed nothing. You came the right moment to the right place. I went to a wedding where it happened. Ah, interesting. Yes. This ceremony is very interesting. I once shared a wedding. One of my clients had a wedding and I was just virtually invited over stream, but it was really interesting. So Kai, what did you miss? I think you missed nothing. We were waiting for you. And how did you find the stream? This is always interesting. How did you find the stream? Hydro Hose, the guy who just left the stream, was looking for alien life and he found the stream. So we have two open questions to Kai. What did you think you missed? And how did you find the stream? Okay, I give you time to type. Meanwhile, we are flying with high speed through the deep universe. It was a foreman's daughter wedding. Interesting. Oh yes, I believe this. So completely different. Now, as I know how an Indian wedding works, I also know how a Japanese wedding works. I was even invited to a Japanese wedding when I was a student. And no, it was after studying. And we helped a Japanese girl. And as studying and work is so important for them, and the parents that know that we helped her. And when she had her wedding, they invited us. And this was so interesting. So interesting. This was a wedding with two sides, a European side and a classical Japanese side. So let me see whether I am Kai is still on board. Yes, you are still on board. At least the participants list shows this. Or you prefer just to visit the stream without interaction. Also fine. Not everybody has to interact, but it makes more fun for both sides. So when was this wedding from your foreman's daughter? Let me increase some space sound. As this spaceship has no solar panels, because we get the energy directly from the generator, we have no problems in playing music. And we have also enough energy for the transmitter to get down to the relays to broadcast down to planet Earth. Your son draws cartoon characters and backgrounds for Japan. Very interesting. Look. Marcel in Goa as he hired the beach hotel. Yeah, so many interesting things are going on. So I think IMK already left the stream. Probably he entered the stream by mistake. We never know. Let me look at the participants list. No, he's already gone. Yes. I think the participant list is a little delayed. Therefore, it showed that he's still in, but he was already out. Or he lost connection. He has no more access to his relay. Anima cartoons. The wedding was so amazing. Only happy people. Yes. There are a lot of happy people. I can confirm this. They have a certain peace in there, and they are open for communication. When you have them in front of you, they are focused on you. This is good. It seems they are a little more in the now, and when you are in front of them and they are also in the now, they are with you and not in their mind in another place. And this is the best way how we should live. We should live from the now to the next now, to the next now, to the next now, focusing completely in what's happening. And this is how we can create happiness. Because when we are not in the now, we are distant from the time where happiness can happen. Because happiness can only happen in the now. And when you think of the future or of the past, and there was a happy moment, we bring it back in the awareness, and then we again feel it now. But this is already a good art. A lot of people are lost in their illusions. Wow, why? And how could? Separated. I only knew him from Turkey. I worked 2 years together, okay? Then I asked daily. Wow, wonderful. And you said, yes. Very flexible. Very spontaneous. Good. And so you learned more about India. This is good. So you have been 2 years in India, or even more. So when you have been there for 2 years, you must have learned a lot. Good memories. It's close to winter again. But there's not really winter. When they say winter, this is not really winter. Time to run to the heat. Yes, and in summer, it's really hot. Oh yes, I like the weightlessness, anti-gravity. No gravity at all. I can't say anti-gravity. I mean, no gravity. Our UK winter only did 3 winters in the UK since... I didn't get the sentence. Our UK winter only did 3 in UK since 1886? You mean 1986? I don't understand the sentence. Sorry, my native language is German. Therefore, I'm not that secure. Time to run to heat. Our UK winter only did 3 in UK since 1886. But you will give me an explanation. I already say thank you in advance. So let me look at the participant list. Okay. But I think a lot of people have other things to do on a Saturday on planet Earth. Ah, okay. Yes, I said, how old is this man? But we never know. Everything is possible. So therefore I asked quite soft. Yes, this is what I understood. He only worked in the UK for 3 winters and most of them outside since 1986. This makes sense. Yes. No, I'm with you. We never know. We never know. Everything is possible. It's better to ask twice. If you can't understand this, ask twice. I'm wondering, tomorrow or after tomorrow, I will get an email from Ernie Headmaker. What's going on? I made promotion for your channel. Holland. 4.5 years total. So did you like the Netherlands? They speak good English there. But also in Sweden or Norway. When I was visiting Norway, I made a trip to North Cap, to Skorsvåg, the most northern point of Norway. And this was summer. All day. The sun was shining 24 hours, even the night. We were skating in the night through the sun and we were sleeping during the day because day was already coming for us and we slept during the day and in the night where everybody was sleeping, even the birds and the animals were sleeping, the sun was shining and everything was quiet and we were skating through the fjords. This was beautiful. And then we met during the day, some children, I think 4 years, 3-4 years, they spoke perfect English. We were so amazed. 3, 4 or 5 years, they weren't at school and they spoke perfect English. I was really surprised. Oh, 2 years in Friesland. On yachts, beautiful. Yes, as I was born in Hamburg, I also know the north coast of Germany. Friesland, Ostfriesland, East Friesland. Nice region. Everything's flat. Everybody sees the sunset and everybody sees sundown at the same time. There were no mountains hiding. Beautiful sunset or sundown. I like this. Still flying with light speed. So it's really comfortable this night. This stream is not crowded. I had thought that there are more people coming into the stream, but I think there's no more lockdown. Everybody has party outside. So are you visiting often Cindy's stream or every stream? She said she will increase the amount of streams per week now. Yes, she must push her channel. The Black Church in Hamburg is really amazing. The Irish harp is owned by my cousin Sean. This is amazing. Really. Interesting. Look. So you are really famous. Your family is really famous. You also owned Great London Pub in the 90s. Ah, so another proof that you are really famous. Good. Wonderful. Great London Pub. The London Pub. I don't know it. You mean there is a London pub in Hamburg? Probably yes. I don't know. I don't know a London pub in Hamburg, and also even less in London. I've never been there. I once made a connection flight over London, but just changing the airplane. So I wasn't in England, just making connection. But this doesn't count. But mostly I fly with KLM. And then from Schiphol, Amsterdam. Ah, you mean the London pub of the Reeperbahn. Ah, okay. Okay. I've never been there. When I was in Hamburg, I was still a child, so I wasn't at Reeperbahn. And later, no time left to go there. But at least I know that it exists. So probably you also know Udo Lindenberg. Let's see whether you know Udo Lindenberg. I think he must be known also in the UK. Even if he only sings German. I think you have the age to know Udo Lindenberg. Yes, for sure you was successful at work with so many stuff you already realized, and your cousin was TV obsessed with all the nightclub life. Might be, yes. And now there are a lot of people internet obsessed. So you mean Udo Lindenberg sounds familiar, okay? Yeah, this is a German rock singer. A little crazy guy. He comes from the East. No, he was born also in Hamburg. But he made this stuff from East Germany. He's already old. He lives in a hotel. He's a crazy guy. Let me write his name. But he makes good music, and the lyrics have really deep meaning. He makes, oh, he's a German rock singer, but he makes soft rock, not that dramatic. No, he didn't do club sounds. But when you look for his name, you find a lot of videos from him. And he is doing it for 40, 50 years already. He's a legend. He's a really German legend. And he has a good band. Only professionals for sure. And he makes quite good shows. There's one song named Cello. Yeah, a lot of interesting songs. When you have some time left and want to look at his masterpieces, then dive a little and look for his name. What is your type of music that you prefer? Or are you looking more for music in general? Or do you play an instrument? No need to welcome. It's a pleasure. You love all music. Do you play an instrument? Just curious. And I agree with you. Music is like food. When we always eat the same food, it becomes boring. But variety is always good. It should be good music, for sure, but it's better to have a variety. Only listening one genre is boring. It might get boring. I'm the only family that doesn't. Wouldn't sit still long enough. Then you have to choose an instrument where you can stand. You can choose the violin, you can play the clarinet or flute where you can stand. You don't when you play concert guitar, you have to sit down. When you play the piano, you have to sit down. But when you play when you play the cello, you have to sit. But when you play the violin, you can do it on your feet, stand up, and playing the flute or clarinet, saxophone, you can do this while standing. Then you can walk around and practice. No need to stay still at the same moment, at the same place. It's hard to play running. No, it's not. It's not. We can learn this. There are all these marching bands. They are running through the streets and they play. This is easy to learn. And when you say, I can't stand still long enough, then it's your option. Just run and play. Run and play. Play running. All is possible. You can also run and sing. You don't have to play an instrument. You can also sing. You can go through the park and sing. You can go in the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then make the song. So your feet are the rhythm, the beat, and then here we go. There is no excuse. When we really want to learn, there's no excuse. Oh, we don't want to learn. This is something else. So let me see who is else in the stream. I see viewers 3 to 4, but the participant list just shows us 2. Interesting. I gave myself a time limit for this stream for 2 hours. Now we have 1:37. Your nephew stood in for Phil Collins on drums. So he played drums for Phil Collins, you mean? Stood in for Phil Collins on drums. Yes, as Phil Collins was a drummer, but later he was just a singer. And then he needed another drummer. As I said before, you are a famous person, surrounded by famous people. Yes, Phil Collins, he made so much good music. When they once started with Genesis and later his own band. Amazing. Every song was a masterpiece. Really good composition. Whether he still lives, let's look on the internet. I think he's sick at the moment. He lives in Switzerland. Yes. He is 71 years old. He still lives. Phil Collins played, but he asked my nephew come on stage and do his solo. Wow, wonderful. Oh, amazing. Good. Really good. So yes, he's 71 at the moment. He was born in January 30. He has 5 children. Okay. Beautiful. Did you see this concert? Or did you only heard about this? Ah, he's getting recognized, but Phil knew his teacher. Ah. Yes, when they live nearly close together, they know each other. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. We learn a lot. What did you say before? did you say before? We are here to educate and share. Where was your sentence? Can't find it at the moment. Oh yes, they drank like fish in the 70s. I can understand this. Mm-hmm. I never heard drinking like fish, because the fish is not really drinking. A fish is just breathing the water. The water gets in and out just to get the oxygen. So drinking like fish, drinking like a fish is breathing the water. Yes, I think this was really common in the 70s, where a lot of drugs and alcohol was consumed. And when there were no drugs, they used a lot of alcohol. They breathed in alcohol. Really? Good to know. Now I know it from first hand. Good to know that some of his neighbors told me the truth. Just a minute, I have to get back a little more water. Just a moment. I'll be right back soon. So let me open the hatch again. Cheers. Stay hydrated. This was my cup of coffee that I had at the beginning of the stream. But it's time to get a little more water. I can't touch alcohol. Really? Okay. So I was always the driver. At least they had a famous driver. Yes, stories pop up in the stream. So amazing. And this all happens. This is only spoken out because of this wormhole, of this virtual meeting. A stream is a virtual meeting, and whatever happens in a communication, I always say communication is magic. When two people or more communicate, magic happens. This is a time travel. Could be the future. Often it is the past. Sometimes it's spontaneous. But communication is always magic. Could be in between two people or more, or in between ourselves. My friends got some real monsters while drinking. What does that mean, real monsters? Got some beer, Googles. Yeah, some people change. When the perspective changes, people change, and we never know what will happen. This can be dangerous. Oh yes. Out of control. So I think my time is nearly coming, because I still want to upload and prepare the video for tomorrow. Bless your food, as I said before. You end with the ugly ones drinking. No, this is not the cause. This is a good joke. The laughter in the spaceship. This was a good joke. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for jumping into this space flight to have a virtual communication with some guy out in deeper space, communicating over the relay station from Germany to the UK. It was really a good chat. Thank you so much. Go to bed soon, at least for these 4 hours, and stay strong always. It was a pleasure to meet you, and it will be a pleasure to meet you once again. I know whether you subscribed or not, then you at least are informed when the next space flight will happen. At least a space flight here on YouTube. There are a lot of space flights, but sometimes there is a space flight with a stream. My friend once answered, this is a good option. With a van, there's more place for all of them. Okay. So I think I will close the hatch again and bring this spaceship to the spaceport and still have some work to do. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Saturday. No, wonderful Sunday. Yes, Saturday is already over. A wonderful Sunday. And I think I will make some space fries. The car was even too small. Yeah, okay. Depends on the actions. Okay. Then my time is shutting down the speed here. Thank you very much for visiting the stream. Have a wonderful night. Beautiful Sunday. And TN is programmed in my head. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And see you soon. Good night.